Good day, and welcome to Merry Christmas and Murder. Meet Trolleytown. I decided to have another delicious noodle bowl at Mr. Yang's and then headed over to the jazz club. I made it there before it opened and was able to speak to the owner, Hammond Artell. I introduced myself and asked him if he would talk to me a few minutes about Weston Arrow. I guess so, he replied. Why did Leston have your club and your name along with the dates and times in his phone? I asked. He replied, Leston came snooping around and asking questions about the cabaret girls turning tricks. What they do in their spare time is none of my business. They know not to bring that kind of stuff around here. I see, I said. So you have video of you and your club attendees the night of Leston's murder? I do, said Hammond. The police took the hard drive of the security footage, but I'm not dumb. I always save a backup copy. I have it in my security office. Hammond took me to the security office and showed me the footage of himself and Madison Lemon in the nightclub, along with the cabaret girls, just as everyone had said. My heart sunk yet again as this was going nowhere. After viewing the footage, Hammond got up and locked the door. Speaking quietly, he told me I needed to be careful. He stated local sheriff and town bully Lance Abor had something to do with what was going on with the cabaret girls. He didn't know what exactly, just that Lance was always around them, which seemed odd. He's crooked, I'm telling you, Mr. Stone, Hammond went on. Everyone knows, but nobody in town can stop it. Lance's election campaigns are always funded by Mr. Witherworth, and oddly, he never seems to lose. I see, I replied. I was not aware of Lance's extracurricular activities. That's definitely interesting. Unfortunately, unless it has something to do with Leston Arrow's murder, I'm not sure there's much I can do. That's true, Hammond replied. Lance is probably down at Dallin McLean's Christmas Festival of Fun right now, shaking down Dallin for his cut of the proceeds. It really makes me mad. Interesting, I said. I was planning on heading that way anyways. I would like to see this guy and have a chat. Thank you for your time and help, Mr. Artell. You heard none of this from me. You got it? Hammond replied. Yes, I said, and left. I hate this crap, I said to no one as I got out of the cab looking at all the Christmas junk surrounding me. I took about 4 steps before I saw the cop car across the road and watched as a cringy cop roughly arrested a teenager. Kid appeared to be sneaking backstage for the winter concert that was happening. Ugh, I hate Christmas music, I thought. As the car pulled away, I started to head toward the direction of the festival rides. It was 8:45, and I wanted to get there early. I sat in front of the bumper cars for about 5 minutes before a woman in a purple hat approached me from the side. In a low voice, she said, Let's go over by the food trucks, and headed in that direction. She walked up to the juice truck and ordered a mean green with extra kale. That sounds awful, I thought to myself. She motioned for me to come over and stand as she waited for her cup of sadness. Thank you for meeting me, she said. I heard you were a PI. Is that true? It is, I replied. I'm looking into the murder of Leston Arrow. That's what Mr. Yang told me, she replied. Mr. Yang seems to know everything, I said, wishing I'd asked the old man more questions. Mr. Yang is a trusted friend. he replied. And I needed help. My name is Olive Abor, and I am married to Lance Abor, the city sheriff. I haven't known who to talk to about the night Leston died before this, she went on. I worked with Leston at the Trolley Times and really liked him. He was a nice guy. I hope you find his murderer, and I believe I can help you. I see, I said. What is it that you have to tell me, Olive? Lance came home early in the morning Saturday at about 3 a.m. He came in and immediately put his uniform in the washer. That man never does his own laundry. Then he immediately got in the shower and locked the bathroom door, Olive explained. Where do you think your husband was all that time? I asked. Olive replied, he left Friday night about 9:30 p.m. and said he had to go meet a confidential informant, which he does from time to time. Lately, it's been weekly. I'm beginning to have suspicions something else is going on. I see, I replied. What kind of suspicions? I asked. I don't know, she replied, but he is never home and says he works a lot. But my friend Josie Gross says she saw Lance and Leslie Handler at the Handlebar getting frisky. The Handlebar? I asked. A local dive bar Josie and I like to slum at from time to time, Olive said. Josie saw Lance there with Leslie a couple of weeks ago, on a night he had left to meet his informant. I see, I said. She said he wasn't in uniform either, and really that's all I know. And now I need to get home before it's noticed that I'm gone. Since the night of the murder, Lance checks on me at unexpected times. I hope this helps your investigation and the town. She walked up to get her drink and left toward the exit. Watching her leave, my mind started racing. Maybe it was the Christmas music. Maybe it was the smell of pine nuts in the air. This was all starting to make sense, as weird as that sounds. Leslie Handler was the key to this. I needed to interview her.